Now, I'm always talking about how to pack a personal item bag as a one and done bag to go away with for a 7 to 10 day trip. But in this video, I'm going to address the proper way to use a personal item bag as a personal item bag. How novel an idea. And if you're interested, stay tuned. Now, personal item bags are an essential for any trip, especially when you're using it as a personal item bag, because it's going to contain all the stuff that you need for your trip and that you can't lose. Now, I can't emphasize how important that last bit was because your personal item bag is the one bag that is never going to leave your side. Your carry-on might get gate checked, but your personal item bag is going to stay with you. So you shouldn't be viewing your personal item bag as the dumping ground for everything else that you couldn't get into your carry-on bag. It has a very specific purpose. And not only does it have a specific purpose, it even has an important layout. So in this video, I'm going to be walking through everything that should be going into your personal item bag and how it should be packed out. And I'm going to be doing it in a small personal item bag. And then I'll address the extras that can go into that bag if you have the room. So first, let's go over the list of items of things that have to go into your bag. Now, anything that's important to you has to go into that personal item bag. The first thing that has to go into your personal item bag is your passport, because you're not entering any country without this passport. And the other thing that should be in there is hard copies of your travel documents, because sometimes phones go dead and you can't fetch these things and you need them on hand. And what should be in this envelope? All your hotel arrangements, any car arrangements, your medicine list, your medicine prescriptions if you need them, and also a hard copy ID to take along with you when you're out and about in the city, which I put on a little business card. And these two items must be in your personal item bag. The next thing that needs to be in your personal item bag is your medicines. You might not need one this big, you might need one this big. That's not the point. The point is that if you put this inside your luggage, and again, if your luggage gets gate checked, you're out of luck. You don't have your medicine, and that could be life threatening. So you have to make sure that you have your medicine inside your personal item bag. Now, this one should be obvious, your 311 bag, because still in many countries, they want to see your liquids bag. So this is going to be in your personal item bag. Your tech has to be in your personal item bag. And the reason I say that is usually in your tech bag, you have batteries, and lithium batteries must be kept in your personal item bag. You cannot put them into your carry-on. They will be confiscated if they see them going through the scanners. You must have your lithium batteries inside your personal item bag. And while we're talking about electronics, there's some electronics that has to go in that personal item bag, like your phone, your earbuds, and the airfly that goes with your earbuds so that you can use the in-flight entertainment. Now, that being said, sometimes these things don't work. And then you might want an emergency pair of wired earphones. And you might want a little adapter because some of the planes are old and they use this double prong output. Now you just put this wire into here and you're good to go. But these are 4 items that you might want to consider to take with you. And if you don't care about having wireless, then just take this and this will do. And I'll cut down on some space in your bag. So that's an idea. Your jewelry, because this is another item you don't want to go missing, because if you get gate checked and this is inside your carry-on bag and they lose your carry-on bag, you're out of your jewelry. Now, any expensive electronics like your camera or drones, you might want to put into your personal item bag. You don't have to if they don't contain lithium batteries, but if they go missing, you're out of luck. So that's something that you want to think about when you're packing up your bags. The next item I want to discuss is your emergency pack. And what is an emergency pack? This is in case your bag gets gate checked and they lose your bag and you have no clothing other than what you're wearing. This is one whole day's worth of clothing and then a little bit extra, because inside here I have a pair of leggings, a top, 2 pairs of underwear, 2 pairs of socks, and a nightshirt. And this way I know at least I'm covered for one day, plus what I'm wearing, till they find my luggage. This is another must-have in my opinion. Now, the reason you don't hear me talk much about this is because lately I've been talking about packing personal item bags out as a one and done bag for a 7 to 10 day trip. And then you have all your clothing with you. But this is in case you don't have that option. Your airline comfort bag. Now, this can be done in one of two ways. You can either use the bag that you were going to use as your everyday carry, your EDC, and stuff it full of everything that you're going to need to keep you comfortable on the plane, or you can have a bag that you're sharing with all your toiletries and make the top part or the bottom part, whichever is easier for you, as your airline comfort bag and put the rest of your toiletries in the bottom. So in this way, both these bags are serving dual purpose. And if you're still of that age that you're still menstruating, you might want to make yourself a little menstruation bag, which would contain a fresh pair of underwear, some tampons, and also some panty liners or sanitary napkins, whichever you use. Now, there's a reason I say just some. A lot of women regard getting their period on the road as a catastrophe, and they want to take a ton of tampons and sanitary napkins and all those other stuff. You really don't need to do that. That's just taking up space. But the truth of the matter is, most Western and Asian countries have these products, and you can go to the store and purchase them. So you don't need a whole pile of them. You just need enough to get you through a day or two. And that's why I keep it all in this little kind of zippered bag. By the way, and I'm going to just throw this out to you, these little zippered bags make for much easier packing. Those big bags that you see all the time make things hard to manipulate to get into your bag, especially if you're working with a small bag. So you might want to get yourself a couple of these little zippered bags. And don't go out and buy a whole pile of these. You might have this from either a free makeup giveaway, or you might have gotten one from an airline before, like this one from British Air. I only have about 30 of these. You do not have to go out and buy something special. Pens, one black, one blue. I have two blue, but it can be one blue, because sometimes the forms call for a black pen and sometimes the forms call for a blue pen, and you want to make sure you have the right color pen so you're not looking around for someone, hey, can I borrow your pen? Do you mind? Always keep a pen with you, both black and blue. And if you're taking a computer, an e-reader, a tablet, they also have to go in your personal item bag. They cannot go in your carry-on bag because they contain lithium batteries. And as we head towards summer, I like to have a fan with me because that plane can get really stuffy as we're sitting on the runway waiting to take off. And finally, your umbrella, because rain happens and you never know what you're going to step out to when you arrive at your destination, and you want to be prepared. And that's the bare minimal that goes inside your personal item bag. Now let's talk about the extras that can be put inside your personal item bag. Now, I don't view these as optional, but this is my slippers for the flight, and this is my blow-up tushy seat so I can be comfortable in economy. Now, this is not a necessity, and if you're tight on space, you might want to forfeit this, but if you have the space, I consider these a necessity. I only take a small bottle of liquid with me because I'm just that bad. But I do put now electrolytes in here so I don't get myself dehydrated on the plane. I connect my personal safety devices to my bag, and these don't count as anything. You don't have to worry that you're going to be pulled over by the gate agents. This is just something that I don't have to put into my bag and can just attach it to my bag. And while we're talking about the bag being your form of security, if you get up and leave that seat, that bag goes with you. And it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl, because there are bad actors out there and they'll go through your bag and steal things from you. And you don't want that happening to you when you're on the plane, because you don't want to rely on other people saying something. So if you have to go to the bathroom and you're by yourself, that bag goes with you, and just hang it up. And for that reason, you might want to keep a carabiner with you so that it doesn't hit the floor of the nasty bathroom. And that is everything that has to go into your personal item bag. Now, I know that seems like a lot of stuff, but there's more yet. So to help you through this process, I have included a link to where you'll find an entire spreadsheet of everything that you need in your personal item bag and the extras you might want to put into your personal item bag. You'll find that in the description area down below. And while you're down there, why don't you drop a comment to me about what you need to have in your personal item bag? And if you're enjoying this video and you find it helpful in any way, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already, because you know you want to get some more information from me, right? So if you're working with a bigger bag, there are some optional items that you can throw into this bag and still have it make sense. Because remember, your carry-on luggage should be basically for your clothing and your shoes. But you might have some limitations in weight, and you might want to disperse that out with your personal item bag. What I've usually found is the airlines that give me the most trouble about my weight of my carry-on bag are also the ones that offer you the smallest personal item bag. So always check with your airlines what your maximum size personal item bag is, and also if there's a weight limit, because some airlines now even have weight limits. Let me show you some other optional items that I sometimes throw into my bag, like my packable backpack, or my hair dryer, my straightener, and my brush, all neatly kept in here, or a rain poncho, or my laundry kit, or my safe box, which I'm really not going to need when I'm up in the air, so I might just pack this in my bag, again, depending on what my weight limit is. And the various little pieces of tech that I have, for instance, my light up mirror, my Bluetooth speaker, my little sound machine so I don't hear my husband snoring, a little sewing kit that has literally everything. And by the way, I would not necessarily keep it all in this bag because, as I said earlier, this bag definitely makes for a little bit tougher packing because it's a fixed size. But if you have the room and you want to keep everything neat, you can use these bags. They are helpful that way, or you can even use this bag in your luggage. Now you'll notice that I don't have a blanket included, and that's because I'm either going to use this cape or this really large scarf that I have that I can wear either on my person if the bag is small, or I can put it into the bag if my bag is bigger. But for the purpose of this demonstration, I am going to be working with a very small personal item bag. So now that we talked a little bit about what goes into the bag, let's talk about how we build out the bag, because this really matters. You want the things that you need accessible on top, and you want the things that you're not going to need towards the bottom. So now let me show you the bag I'm going to be working with. Now this is my Bag Smart Tote. I picked this bag for two reasons. One, it will make compliance for almost every European and Asian airline. This bag packs out as 12 by 14 by 6 at most, because it is narrow, but it is also very, very soft. So I'm going to show you how I pack out this bag as a personal item bag with everything that I need for the trip. Now, if you only travel with one or two bags and they're your frequent companion, what I would do is take an inventory of the pockets that are on the bag and designate those pockets for specific items. That way you know where to find everything you need when you go to look for it. Don't just throw it all in the bag. Have a plan before you go about packing out the bag. So I'm going to quickly go over the pockets so you know what I'm dealing with before I get into packing this bag. Now I have a pocket here in the front with a key leash. I have another pocket here in the front. It's kind of narrow, so I might put my phone in there, stuff like that. I have two pockets here on the side for other items. Let's have a trolley pass through. On the inside of the bag, I have a kitten. It's going to disappear right now. I have my computer sleeve, a pocket here, and on the other side, I have another pocket here. One is webbed, one isn't. I have a zippered compartment here. I might want to put things in there that I would want to make sure don't fall out of the bag when I'm pulling it out. So keep that in mind. And it also has here a couple more sleeves to throw things into. So this bag really doesn't have a ton of pockets. It has just a nice amount of pockets, and I know how I designate each pocket out. Now, as I said before, no matter what bag you're choosing, make sure you have a game plan about how you're packing out the bag. And the things that I'm going to need the least are going to go at the bottom of the bag. So let's start to build out this bag. So I have my stuff kind of gathered around me. So in the front here, while I'm going through TSA, I'm going to put my passport, my phone, and my paperwork for the trip. And that I'm going to put inside this zippered compartment because I don't want to lose that. Now, after I go through the TSA, because I don't really want my passport on the outside, I'm going to move it to that inside zippered compartment so I know that it's safe. But this is about how I'm first going through the airport. I'm also going to put in my computer into the appropriate computer compartment and my emergency pack, because I'm not planning on needing this on the plane, am I? So I'm going to put that at the bottom of the bag. And I like that tubular shape because I know that it fits nice and neat at the bottom of the bag. So there you can see it sitting there. I'm going to take my umbrella and I'm going to put it in the side here. And because this is small, I can put my little water bottle in here too. And that's another reason I like that, because I like small things. Also in this zippered compartment, I'm going to put my medicine because I don't want that falling out in the plane. And then I'm going to zipper that up to make sure that it doesn't get lost. The other thing that I'm also worried about getting lost is my jewelry. And that also goes into the zippered compartment. And I would suggest any item like the ones I just showed you go into a zippered compartment. Now I have the side compartments, and in the side compartment, I'm going to put my little fan. I didn't show this to you before, but these are my spare pair of glasses, both sun and regular glasses, because I lose them all the time. Now that might not be you, and that's why I didn't show it to you, but I'm showing them to you now. And I'm also putting that into one of the little side compartments because I'm not expecting to use it, but it's a good space for it. I want to show you how much room there is still in this bag. If I'm using this as my airline comfort bag, which I am in this case, I can put that next. Obviously, the tech bag would go next, and then my 311 bag on top, just in case they want me to take it out and show it to them while I'm going through security. And this is what the bag looks like. Now, obviously, I have more room because I have this pocket here. I didn't even really stuff this out to the brim. So I can bring along my slippers for the plane and my blow-up tushy cushion. And I have no problems finding room for this in the bag. I'm just going to stick that also towards the top because that has to do with my airline comfort. I am going to put my pens in here so that they're easy to get to, and that's where I always put my pens. I am going to clip my carabiner onto the handles, but I'm not going to use it necessarily like this. And I am going to attach this also to my handles or to this. Doesn't really matter which one, because personal security can't be emphasized too much when you're talking about traveling alone. Now, am I normally such a freak about security? Not at all. The only security I worry about is losing this bag when I go to the bathroom. And that's why I said never leave the bag alone. But most of the time, I don't worry about personal security being an issue. And if I have this with me, I really don't worry about it at all. So in this small bag, I could stuff a few of the other items that I showed you before because I still have this pocket and I still have room on top. I'll show you. Closes up no problem. And as I said before, this is going to fit into any European or Asian airline sizer. And if I have to take this out, I still have room on top in this bag that I can not worry about it not making compliance this way, although I've never run into that as a problem. Now, if I was packing out a bigger bag, I could add more of that other stuff that I showed you earlier on in this video. But this is the basics of how you need to pack out your personal item bag. Now, you notice I know where everything is. So you know that once I pass through the TSA, I'm going to take out my passport and put it into that inside zippered compartment. I might leave my phone here. I'm not that worried about it. But other than that, everything is where it needs to be. Now, a lot of people ask me, what is my favorite personal item bag? And I would tell you, it's not a matter of which one is my personal, but which one actually does what I need it to do. So if I'm just talking about a regular personal item bag, this bag is fine, especially for a European or Asian airline. I don't have to worry about me making compliance. If I want to be a little more bougie and I have 18 by 14 by 8 allowances, then I might take my big Quince transit tote or my Bays bag. But I only review bags that I like. I will not review a bag that I don't like. So I like all of my bags, and it's very hard for me sometimes to just pick the bag that I want to go with. But if you want to see reviews of all the bags that I like, check out these videos over here, or check out this video over here, which YouTube says is good for you. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.